Welcome to this philosophical exploration. Today we delve into a fundamental truth. The essence of money is trust. Money is not merely metal or paper. It is a social contract, a shared belief that binds our civilization together. At its core, money is institutionalized trust. It is a record of promises we keep as a community. Before physical coins, money lived in communal memory. It was a ledger of reciprocal favors and delayed gratitude. Even in the animal kingdom, we see delayed reciprocity. For humans, we transformed this expectation into a system. We moved from personal memory to symbolic tokens. A shell or a bead became a symbol of a promise fulfilled. With the Lydian coins, trust was standardized. The state's seal guaranteed the weight and purity of the gold. This standardization allowed strangers to trade across vast distances, relying on the state's institutional authority. Paper money took trust to a new level. It was a claim on gold, a promise written on paper instead of metal. For centuries, the gold standard anchored our trust. Every bill was a receipt for a tangible physical asset. The Bretton Woods Agreement in 1944 reshaped global finance, cementing the dollar's role in the world order. In 1971, money became purely fiat. It no longer represented gold, but the credit and power of the nation-state. When trust in the state falters, money fails. Without belief in the issuer, paper becomes mere kindling. During the 1970 Irish bank strike, the economy survived on checks exchanged in pubs. Trust remained even without banks. This proves that money is a social phenomenon. As long as we trust each other, the system functions regardless. Modern salaries are digital numbers. We work for these digits because we believe they will retain their future value. We live in an invisible ledger. Global finance is a vast network of trust-based entries in electronic databases. Money appears mathematical, but it is built on human emotion. Fear and confidence drive the value of currency. Cognitive trust relies on data and logic. We analyze interest rates and inflation to decide if money is safe. Emotional trust is more volatile. When panic strikes, logical data is ignored in favor of survival instincts. Money is a tool of power. Geopolitics is often a struggle to define whose trust will govern the world's trade. The reserve currency is the ultimate prize. It represents the global consensus on the most reliable store of value. The dollar's hegemony is not just about military might, it is built on the profound global trust in the U.S. system. New powers seek to build their own trust networks. The competition for the future of money is a competition for belief. Technology is changing how we record trust. Artificial intelligence and blockchain are redefining the ledger. Satoshi Nakamoto's breakthrough was replacing institutional trust with mathematical code. In code, we trust. Decentralized money removes the middleman. Trust is no longer concentrated in a single bank or government. Central banks are responding with digital currencies. They seek to modernize trust while maintaining control. Whether on stone, paper, or code, the essence remains. Money is the bridge of trust between today and tomorrow. As we enter an era of uncertainty, the question remains, where will we place our trust in the decades to come? Price is what you pay, but value is what you trust. We must distinguish between temporary fluctuations and core worth. Money is not amoral. It reflects the values of the society that creates and uses it. It is a mirror of our ethics. When we trade, we acknowledge each other. Money is the fabric that binds strangers into a functioning society. Debt is a commitment to the future. Our financial system is built on the duty to honor the trust placed in us. Credit comes from credo, meaning I believe. Without belief, the engine of economic growth stops entirely. Inflation is the silent erosion of trust. When prices rise uncontrollably, the social contract begins to fray. Economic stability is the ultimate public good. It preserves the trust that allows individuals to plan for their lives. Beyond the charts and theories, money is about people. It is about the dignity of work and the promise of reward. From the ancient vault to the digital press, the story of money is the story of human evolution. Let us consider this more deeply from a broader perspective. Join me in the heart of these mountains. Standing here in the Swiss Alps, one realizes that trust, like these mountains, is a foundation we often take for granted. Money is not the metal in your pocket, but the trust in your heart. We have moved from physical coins to invisible digital ledgers, yet the requirement for trust remains identical. Sovereignty is ultimately the right to manage the trust of a nation. It is the most sacred responsibility of any state. In a globalized world, trust must cross borders seamlessly. Our digital networks are the new veins of commerce. If trust collapses, the complexity of modern life unravels. We must protect the integrity of our shared belief. Transparency is the fuel of trust. In the digital age, the ledger must be verifiable and honest to endure. The digital frontier offers a chance to rebuild trust on more resilient foundations, free from human error. Algorithmic certainty replaces fallible institutions. We are moving toward a world where math guarantees value. Humans are adapting. We are learning to trust the screen as much as we once trusted the gold in our hands. Philosophy helps us understand these shifts. It reminds us that money is always a tool for human flourishing. Value is relative, but trust is absolute. Without trust, even the most precious diamond has no utility in trade. The social contract is renewed with every transaction. Each payment is an act of faith in our collective future. Leaders must be the stewards of trust. Their primary duty is to ensure the stability and fairness of the system. Fairness is the prerequisite for trust. A system that benefits only a few will eventually lose the belief of many. Digital technology can democratize trust, providing financial access to the unbanked and the marginalized. Interest is the price of time and the reward for trust. It reflects our belief in the productivity of the future. Our monetary system must also be sustainable. Trust must extend to our responsibility for the planet. We leave a legacy of value to the next generation. That legacy is only as strong as the trust we preserve. The vaults of the future are not made of steel, but of cryptography. They guard the new records of our trust. In the information age, knowledge is the new wealth, and trust is the medium through which knowledge is traded. We need security to have trust, yet trust is what allows us to let our guard down. A profound paradox of life. Global consensus is the ultimate ledger. It is the agreement of all nations on the rules of the financial game. Systems may bend, but trust must not break. It is the resilience of our belief that carries us through crises. Success is the fruit of trust. When we trust ourselves and our system, there is no peak we cannot reach. We have come a long way from the clay tablets of old, but the heart of the matter has never changed. Ask yourself, what do you trust? Your answer defines your economic reality and your place in the world. Trust in progress is what drives humanity forward. It is the belief that tomorrow will be better than today. In the end, money is the language of trust. It is how we communicate value and cooperate as a species. May we build a future where trust is universal and the essence of money is honored by all. The world is connected by a thread of belief. Let us weave that thread with integrity and vision. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Remember, in every coin and every code, there is a story of trust. Trust is the future of money, and it starts with each of us. As we close this chapter, I invite you to reflect on the nature of trust in your own life and investments. To learn more about these philosophies, visit my official channels. This is Dr. James Ko, Jongmoon Ko, PhD, author and philosopher. You can reach me at k903911198@gmail.com. Thank you for watching. Join the conversation online. Search for The Essence of Money, James Ko Philosophy, or Future of Currency. Connect with the community through hashtags Trust, Money Philosophy, and Dr. James Ko. Stay curious, stay informed, and always remember, the essence of money is trust. Goodbye for now.